Hey everybody, my name is Cliff Ross. I run an ad agency, design studio, and print shop with offices in downtown Easton, Pennsylvania and in the Poconos. So today we're going to talk about a certain type of business owner. As running an ad agency, we deal with all kinds of business owners. I've met all types, but there's a certain type. And maybe as a business owner, you're like this or like it a little bit. Don't take this the wrong way. It's just treat it as a learning experience. So this type of business owner thinks that they're being really smart and shrewd by never spending any money, try and do it themselves, complain about the price, go for the cheapest option. And they think they're being so smart. I'm saving all this money. It's an oversimplified way of looking at things, and it really doesn't work that way. I'm going to break it down for you. But really, it's the cost of doing business. If you're a business owner, this is just things you need to do. You think I like spending money on different services? Well, no, but you have to make the business run and the right way and be the most effective. So I'll give you a few examples. Websites. Right now, there's all kinds of stuff online. It's super simple to build your own website. Drag and drop, and it can even look okay if you keep it simple. So a lot of business owners say, I'm going to make my own website and save all kinds of money, but that's deeply flawed. That has some pretty bad consequences because, well, yes, it's easy to make it. Well, is it going to be working the right way? And what I've seen happen is these business owners make their own website and crucial SEO things are not done. And they, of course, leave all the defaults. I'll give you a few examples. Like the title tag says home and the name of the business. That couldn't be a worse title tag, but that's the default that these website generators typically do. Or in the footer, it's going to have your phone number, email, address. You don't want your email address in the footer because that's how the bots get it, and then you get spam. But that's how these things are set up, these templated sites. You want to have a button that says contact us to email you, so your email's hidden. Now, those are just two things, but there are so many things I've seen go wrong and awry with people making their own websites, and they typically don't look as good or function as well. But the big thing is the flaws with the SEO that you can't see. So, and that's going to hurt your business over time. You're not going to get as good search results, so you're not going to get as much business. So while you think you're saving money making your own site, you're all actually hurting your business by not having the best website possible with the best SEO to get your customers in the door, to get the phone ringing, to get the orders in. So on the kind of short view, not thinking about it deeply, oh, I saved all this money, but all over the period of time of years that your site is up, it's not going to be doing the best. Thus, you're getting less customers. And then there's design. There are tons of options online to design your own logo, design your own social graphics. Yes, technically you can do that, but is it going to be the best? I'll give you an example. There's this logo I saw locally that somebody did. They used Times New Roman. Actually, two different businesses. Times New Roman is the typeface in their logo because it's a default when you open up the programs. I mean, it's almost hard to believe, and it's not appropriate for either of these businesses. It could be way better and cooler and interesting. Now they're stuck with that. Their logo in Times New Roman. Really? And again, did you save money? Sure, you save money, but is your logo going to be as effective? Is it going to speak to people? No, it's not. So in the short term, you saved a few bucks, but you're stuck with a lousy logo that's going to be on everything, everywhere. It's not as good as it could be. That's like having somebody else name your kid. You know what I mean? This is important. It's your logo. So get it professionally designed. It's going to pay for itself. Now, there's also one of my personal favorite pet peeves is the owners who don't want to pay anybody to design their menu for their restaurant, do it themselves. So they spend 6 hours in one of these design programs, not even designing it, probably just trying to get stuff lining up right. They don't know how to tab stuff, so use a space bar. And so they might spend 4 or 5, 6 hours doing it with a really mediocre, ineffective menu when they're done. And they could say, I saved money. I didn't have to pay the designer. Well, as a business owner, you have an hourly rate, or you should, how much money you could make or what your hour is worth. So if you do the math, you're actually losing money because that 6 hours could have been spent doing something with your expertise to improve your business. Instead, it was spent trying to get your menu to line up and look right. At the end of the day, it would have cost less to pay a designer to do the menu design. It's going to look great. It's going to be effective. It's going to increase sales because your menu is so important. And then you could have spent that 6 hours doing something else to improve your business. So you see, on the surface, it looks like you're saving money by doing stuff yourself, but you're actually hurting yourself in a myriad of ways. There's also, too, and I've talked about it before, people trying to do their own social media. I mean, some of it's embarrassing. I mean, these high-end restaurants, they have a shaky camera. You see the shadow of the camera on the food. I mean, no, don't do that. Or they just throw up the menu they printed on their social media. You can't even read it. Yes, you're doing it yourself, but again, are you getting the best result? You could spend some money. Again, it's the cost of doing business to invest in design and advertising and these different things to get better results and make more money, and frees up the time for you to spend on your business in your area of expertise, what you enjoy doing, that type of thing. It just makes sense. Also, too, signs. I see businesses making their own signs. There's a high-end restaurant down here, super high-end. They got this crappy little sign that they printed out black and white about keeping the door closed so it doesn't cause a draft. Some piece of paper. Have a legit sign made. These little things matter. These details matter. So don't make your own signs, and it doesn't cost that much. And then it's on brand and it's a better vibe going into the place. Handwritten signs, different things. Please, it's not, doesn't cost that much. Then you have a sign. It's good. It does the job. You could use it anytime. So as you can see, if you really look at this more deeply, as a business owner, you spending tons of time doing stuff, you're not saving money. Yeah, you're not writing a check or whatever. Okay, so in conclusion, if you look at all these examples, you're not really saving money. You're actually losing money by trying to do stuff yourself. No different than I could change the oil in my car. It might take me 4 hours and I might screw up my car. You know what I mean? Just go and have the professionals do it, and that applies in anything. So I hope you found this helpful. If you want some results, hit us up. We can take care of stuff for you, and you'll see the difference when we do it or a professional does it versus you doing it yourself. And then you can spend the time doing what you're good at, what you enjoy, and making your business better with your expertise and the help of professionals. So think on that. We'll see you next time. Thanks.